Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of our podcast called PODGAS because one of our members is named Guess in his last name, and it's very funny. Today's topic is about world-ending scenarios. Lucas has prepared some information about this topic.
Okay. Some degree I actually did.
Wait, am I the only one who is not prepared?
Yes.
Right.
I mean, he did the technical stuff, Tristan, and I did some research, and you're just there for
entertainment.
Because we feel sorry for you.
That's
it. Actually,
that's a pity.
I'm gonna keep that in.
Pity. Okay, that's also a pity, actually.
Okay, perfect. So, what do you want to tell us about?
Well, I've read on this website called India TV. Yeah, it's an Indian website about Baba Wanga, which is I think she's from Romania. She died in 1996 and she was blind, but before she died, she made some scary predictions. And the last one she made was for the year 5079, where she said the world would end.
Okay, interesting. Have some predictions come true about her, or is she just a fraud?
Actually, a lot of it came true, especially in 2022. She predicted a lot of droughts and floods in different parts of the world, and that actually happened. Like, there are a lot of floods in Asia and the western regions of the world. We are fighting droughts, like, for example, in California.
Is she still alive?
No, she died.
No, I've actually already said that.
Yeah, wasn't paying attention to.
So you didn't prepare, and you're not paying attention.
I overheard it. Sorry.
That's going to severely affect your pay cut. You know that?
What else did she predict?
Honestly, I'm not so sure. She said, oh yeah, there, I have something. It is said that Baba predicted a potential nuclear power plant explosion for 2023.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
And she predicted a solar tsunami. The arrival of a gigantic solar storm of a magnitude never before witnessed on planet Earth is another prophecy for 2023.
I mean, I've read that
because mass blackouts can happen because of that, and communication breakdowns causing slew of problems.
Yep, I've already read about that too.
Well, I've read that our sun is pretty stable, so a solar tsunami would be pretty unlikely to happen.
Wait, are there differences between solar tsunamis and solar storms?
Yeah, I think a solar tsunami is way more severe.
Okay.
Like
But we aren't even prepared for a solar storm.
Solar storm just something that happens on the sun, and the solar tsunami.
I mean, I think solar storms pretty often.
All the time.
Yeah, it's just some kind of turbulence there.
Yeah.
But you need sea for a tsunami, and there is no sea on the sun, so there are only solar storms, which cause solar tsunami. Thank you for your input, Alex.
No problem at all.
I mean, as time is passing, I don't know how much longer we can keep you, you know? Like,
okay, sorry. I was just, my mother came into the room.
The room?
Okay, our topics...
Sure.
Okay, well, if the world ends, how do you think it ends? I mean, I think the most probable scenario would be that Russia fires a few nukes, and then like the US responds, and then everyone gets involved, and there's a huge nuclear war. But I hope the world ends with a zombie apocalypse. That would be so cool.
Yeah, great.
Would be awesome, yeah.
You're definitely one of the people surviving.
I mean, statistically, sure. I would be not, but... I would not be, but... I mean, it would be pretty cool.
Delusional gamers who think they'll be like the people that they play in those zombie games.
I would be exactly that person. I would like
Yeah.
throw knives into zombie heads and decapitate them with an axe and build shelter and, you know, chop wood like in Minecraft. It would be epic.
Yeah. If I were a zombie, I'd stay away from you. I'd eat Alex first.
Same.
He doesn't seem much of a threat, you know. He's so nice. Like,
Yeah, if Alex were a zombie, he would like drown himself probably.
maybe one of those with like a broken leg that just crawls on the floor.
Okay, that's
A pretty
sad,
helpless one.
I have to admit.
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about that? Do you have anything to defend yourself, or
Probably I just fell down the stairs or something like that. Yeah, probably not even my fault. Perhaps Lucas even pushed me down the stairs, and
that's probable?
yeah, it did.
So if there was a
I can't
zombie
see
apocalypse,
something like
Lucas would push you down the stairs. Okay, perfect.
that. Yeah, but in all honesty, I think I do agree that we're probably going to destroy ourselves. Quite a likely scenario. Like,
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
we've come close so often in the last hundreds of years. Well, actually, just in the past decade, where we threaten each other with nuclear strikes. I mean, how much more does it take to actually fire one?
Yeah. I mean, how would you what are your first steps when you see a nuclear strike? Like in Austria or in Germany or nearby?
I mean, I think the problem is that like they're like little nuclear particles, right? Um and they like can get in anywhere. I mean, well, like iod, or what is it called in English?
I
Like there
think
are some,
Ions,
yeah,
negative
ions.
ions, I think, or
Yeah, I
just
take some of
radiation.
those special anti-radiation pills, so that I
Okay.
can't absorb any of that material. But besides that, I'm fucked because it won't make no sense to hide in my house because it will get in there. The same in my cellar. Like I would need a nuclear bunker, which I would have to build. So in the end, I just take those pills and pray. And
Okay, so you would
So
just accept your
how
death.
about just moving somewhere else?
Yeah, I mean, you have
well,
time. You're not immediately completely
Dead, yeah.
well,
irradiated.
it depends on how
The
much time I
fallout
have and
takes
how
some
close
time.
it is.
Yeah, it depends
If
how
it's in
close it is, but
Vienna, basically, I'm gone.
oh yeah, then you're fucked.
But it also depends on like wind and weather. If it doesn't rain and if the wind is like
Yeah, if the wind goes like into the opposite direction, even if
Czech
the
Republic.
atom bomb is like in Vienna, you have good chance to survive because the radiation doesn't
Yeah.
get to you.
And the
Yeah,
fault
that's a fair point.
just happens about 5 days after, something like that. Is it right?
Oh,
I mean, it takes some time if you like react accordingly and immediate.
mm,
You can get out of danger easily.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
not easily, but
Alex and I actually discussed this beforehand, and we came up with a pretty good solution if there was
really
a
good.
atomic war. Okay, so uh, okay, so the first if the first bomb lands, okay, we just take some food, take like basic things with us, and just jump into the car with our family.
what is basic?
Okay, we made a list. Wait, 1 second. I have to.
Like some knives, like some
Okay,
matches.
can opener, knife, lighter, gas cooker. Then
But you need some gas for that. So
Yep.
without meters, there's no gas.
true. Doesn't your father have like a gas firm?
Been over this many times, and no, it doesn't.
Okay. Well, food, a canister for fuel storage, a compass, a card, not a card, a map. My bad. Of course,
A card
bottled
for
water.
cocaine sniffing, maybe. Or just I don't know.
If that's what you want to take with you in a nuclear war, sure.
Or maybe you want it just to feel something, you know.
Well,
I don't know, but you when you say a car, maybe that's what you meant at first, but you corrected yourself not to seem like a drug addict.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, just basic survival things. Okay, but I actually made a plan. Okay, so then you jump in the car, you drive all the way down to Morocco. Then you steal a boat. You sail from Morocco to, I think, Egypt.
To Egypt, so you want to plan about the Suez Canal. Oh, you
The
guys.
Suez Canal, yeah.
Suez Canal, yeah.
Yeah. But the Suez Canal will probably be like pretty full. So we will take another, also steal another car, go, and then we drive alongside the Suez Canal, steal another boat, and then to escape the radiation, because over time the radiation kind of gets distributed
away.
everywhere, even in places where no atomic bombs were sent. So you have to go pretty far south to South Africa, and after South Africa, maybe New Zealand or Cape Horn to escape the radiation. Otherwise, you get like completely irradiated and you have no chance in Europe and in.
Tristan, you should also mention the temperature there.
Yeah, of
Time
course.
of the fallout, it's
because
like
of the
40 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it will have minus, I think, 32 degrees in South Africa. That will also pretty bad and kill a lot of people.
Oh, so you're saying that if there's a nuclear war in Europe, everyone's going to die?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you have about 30 days until the radiation gets pretty much everywhere.
That is very depressing, actually.
That's pretty depressing.
It is.
Yeah. Because everyone will die above a certain
dose of radiation.
No, like after a certain line below the equator. I don't know if that's the word in English. Everyone will die.
Latitude or longitude?
Yeah, after a certain latitude. And it's pretty large, so like I would say 90% of the landmass is just uninhabitable.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Tristan also mentioned like going to South Argentina and staying there if the radiation gets like too severe. And after that, he mentioned, how about visiting Antarctica and hunting some sea lions or whatever living things that remaining there. But that would be a sad end to the story, I think.
I don't think any end to the story is in any way happy.
I mean, zombie apocalypse would be pretty nice.
Do you know some fairy tales like they lived happily ever after?
You could do that if you were on drugs.
Oh, that's also an option. Like just staying home and taking some drugs and saying, yeah, that's it.
That's actually called like golden shot. When you take so many drugs, you would die because of it.
Isn't it like if you take too much heroin and die from it, like an overdose of heroin, it's a golden shot?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's. Well, it could be. I don't know.
I think it's heroin. If you die by the heroin,
I think it's only about heroin, as far as.
Fake news, fake news, fake news.
Wait, I'm looking it up.
Do it.
Well, I think it's only if it goes straight into your bloodstream, if it's intravenous.
Wait.
Like consuming heroin is pretty.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
How do you?
There's a recipe. But it's a beverage, so. Yeah, I couldn't find it. Maybe I'll write it in the video description.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm on Wikipedia, and it says it's for any type of drug. Actually, it's just in
I
general
was right.
an intravenous injection of opioids that's
Oh man.
going to kill you.
Okay.
Opioids.
Well,
So, but heroin is an opioid, so
that would
Yeah.
be a pretty. Well, but you're like beyond confused. And I don't think I would like to die that way. If with like a
Drugs?
kilo of heroin in my veins.
neither would I actually. Like, I don't. Those drug addicts don't seem like happy people. Like, it doesn't seem like something that I'm missing out on, you know?
Yeah.
And I've never heard an addict be like, yo, this is the best shit I've ever had. Like,
I mean, probably because you don't have that much contact to addicts, so.
probably.
Also, I think addicts have some reasons why they do drugs, like miserable things happening to them.
Mm,
Mm.
bad
You don't know the situation of the person. I mean,
True.
if you
peer pressure.
I don't hope so. It would be
That would be pretty depressing. That's. I mean,
like peer pressure. Oh, take the heroin shot.
A lot of people do that just because, well, they want to be part of a friend group. They don't want to
But
be
I
alone.
think most of the people are that well educated that they know that heroin isn't something they should do.
yeah, but I think the education about it just started like a few, well, like 10, 20 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, it was pretty unknown, I think.
Mhm. Yeah. Thank you
I mean, I
for
think
sending me
drugs
that.
have always been used. Like, even dolphins use drugs.
Well, we've ventured pretty far from our original topic.
Wow.
Wait, NASA actually shot an asteroid with a satellite, I think.
Yep.
That wasn't in news.
And
So we can pretty much eliminate the threat of an asteroid hitting Earth. That's pretty cool.
that's a major achievement. Yep.
So that won't be a very likely
Event to happen. Yep.
Like, that's like a major bag, like as Quavo would say.
Oh my god. Tristan, can you please include that in the video?
Yeah.
This picture is just.
So for context, Lucas is just sending memes in the general chat to distract us.
Yep.
Which is
I'm not distracting. I'm actually providing input on the peer pressure topic, you know? Like,
well,
when you're deep under the sea,
you would exactly
there's
be
a lot of pressure.
you would be such a person to just someone says to you, whoa,
Under pressure.
you would be the king if you take a shot of heroin, and you would do it.
I don't think I'd do drugs just because to be part of a group. I'm a little smarter than that.
I think you would do it. I think you would be the first
You
one.
could have
I've lost. I've actually abandoned friendships because of drugs.
Oh.
So, no.
Oh.
Damn. Well, now we have an epic backstory.
Yeah. One of my former friends does drugs.
Like hard drugs or just.
No, it's actually just weed, but he just did so much that it wasn't any fun anymore.
Okay.
Like, we just went to eat casually and he had to smoke a blunt so that he had more appetite, you know?
I have a pretty sad story. The guy I bought my Minecraft account from now does like hard drugs.
What?
And he doesn't get it how to like transform a Minecraft account so that it works, because you had to like transfer your account from Mojang to Microsoft, yeah. But he doesn't get it anymore. He just is too dumb to do it, and now I lost my Minecraft account. It's so
It's
sad.
like 1,500 hours on Skyblock.
Stop.
Why did you
That's so
buy
sad.
an account in the first place? Why didn't you just purchase the game like any normal person would do?
Because he told me if I gave him like a $10 pay save card to buy him Fortnite skins, he would give me the account. And I thought, well, what a sweet deal.
Is he as old as you, or is he like a grown-up person?
As old as me. but it's
Okay.
like I bought the account from him like 5 years ago, I think.
Oh, I thought you bought it from him so he could buy drugs.
No,
Fortnite
no.
is that old?
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
was
It's just an
28,
estimate.
late 2018, I
Yeah, it
believe.
was pretty much at the beginning of the Fortnite craze.
Wow. 21 of July 2017.
Okay, guys,
Uh,
back to the topic. Back to the
Well,
topic.
we have
Hey, talk
okay.
about Fortnite Season 1 was epic, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
in the end, it's really. I mean, because we talked about how to handle like the
Drugs?
end of the world.
Oh.
There's an interesting quote from Little Baby, and it kind of goes with it. 500 racks in my safe, 500 racks to the plug, and like he says, like my safe, like we want to be safe, right? But
Mhm.
still, we give money to a plug to get drugs and feel good. You know, like anything can be a drug, will just distract us from the reality. And I think that just how to act during the end of the world is more not how do you um stop it from happening, just how do you handle it. You know,
Mhm.
how much do you invest in actually surviving, and and what is left for actually feeling at least some type of joy before everything is over.
Well, that got pretty deep. I would be
Yep.
pretty like I would stay optimistic. I would not like be depressed about it. It's not something I can change. So the best thing to do is like just to keep a positive mindset and
But when the
try.
world is ending, it's like there's nothing to be positive about anymore.
Yeah, but I would still have the instinct to like survive and do everything in my power. That would be pretty fulfilling for me. For me, actually, if I like die and I know that I did everything, then I won't be sad when I die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
The
get that.
question there is it worth to like sustain the human species?
I think
At
that's
all.
like one of the
Very
reasons we're
ethical
alive,
questions.
just to keep on living,
Mm,
to keep the
I mean,
species alive.
the end of something is always the start of something new. So maybe if all of them die, but Tristan is the sole survivor, and the
That would
other
be
woman.
so sad, but also a little bit epic.
But
n-
like Bruce Banner is also the last person who
Imagine if you
survived.
then write like an autobiography, then no one would read it, but you have an epic autobiography.
True.
Unless um, another civilization rises and you provide enough info on like on a wall of like a cave on how to read it, and one day the civilization is advanced enough to understand what's being written, then they're gonna be shocked.
Mm,
Can we just talk about like how sad it is if the world ends like that? How much knowledge will be destroyed? Like, it's just more devastating. Like what happened to Romans. Um,
It is sad indeed.
do you know the story from the about the um, library of Alexandria?
Alexandria? Yeah, it's so sad. It's so stupid. Why did they burn the books? Just to keep the
Yeah.
people uneducated and submissive?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an accident.
No, it was not an accident. They burned it on purpose, and it's just I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
Oh,
just. I think burning
It's
books is never the solution.
It
oh,
reminds me on what happened in World War II with the Jew, Jews books.
Did you? Oh, I just. I thought you compared the Holocaust to the burning of Alexandria.
No, what the? That
Holy
would be
shit,
so
Alex!
fucking
I
dark.
was so shocked. Okay, back to the topic. Back to the topic. What other like world-ending scenarios would there be?
Can I just stop for one moment and just say something because we are hopping from topic to topic. Like for we talked about Fortnite, we talked about Little Baby,
mm-hmm.
we talked about all that shit. How is how about just keep the podcast that way? Just I mean clearly have like a topic to pursue, but go off topic whenever you feel like it.
Yeah,
Just
of course, of course.
that's a good idea. I mean,
Yeah,
you
true.
can cut that out if you don't
No,
want
that stays in.
in the podcast. Okay. Yeah, you're just too lazy to cut it out. Anyway.
I'm not.
You are.
Lucas, what do you think?
What I think.
Yeah.
Well,
This
I
podcast is
think-
named after you.
yeah, that's an honor. Honestly.
I'm still for rebranding and renaming.
I'm not. Oh,
Yeah, it's a brand
this is my
already.
moment. Okay, don't ruin it for me. Like
PODGAS.
you've ruined Tristan's plan to make a
Oh,
great
we
podcast.
could talk about
serious
some.
podcast about the ending of the world, and you want to talk about the
Yeah, true.
world.
You
know?
ruined it. You ruined it.
Oh
You
my
ruined
God.
everything.
Yeah, just
Like
just fire me.
no,
I could do that.
like we pay
Okay,
you
but-
so little. It's negligible
Doesn't
if
really-
you're here or not.
True, true, true.
Getting kicked out of Discord immediately.
No,
Banned from the server. Never seen again on this podcast.
oh, we need someone to pick on. You know.
True, true.
Someone to throw down the stairs.
Yeah, of course. like,
Also, if the podcast is called PODGAS, how about we talk about some gas? Nord Stream 2, Nord Stream 1.
Oh yeah, it was blown up by a submarine apparently.
that was
By
that was a good
submarine, I thought
bridge.
it was some divers.
I don't know.
I-
But
Yeah,
it's so deep
divers
down,
were
I think it was a submarine.
Yeah.
Mm. Who do you think did it? Which
No way.
country?
That's
no
the
way, no way.
question. That's the question. I have no idea. Because it isn't like favorable for
Logical.
any country to do that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like,
so I actually researched it. There's a theory that Russia and Germany had a secret deal, that Germany would get gas pretty cheap, and Germany doesn't lose its face. So they had a secret deal. But the US was informed about that deal, and then the US, in retaliation, decided to just blow up the connection to gas for Germany.
Okay, that's pretty dubious.
I mean,
Why should America like involve into that? It
because
doesn't make
they
any
make
sense.
money. They make money off of it because they can sell us gas. That they
Also,
produce
America
direct-
doesn't sell us any gas.
Oh, they can. They
But
produce a lot.
they
of
are
it.
not.
yeah, they're producing a lot of gas actually.
They could do it if we
It's not
wanted to
worth
have it.
shipping that gas over to Europe.
Well, yet.
Okay. Mastermind. I'm sorry.
But the thing is, America, those are evil people. Like,
Okay.
like
you just
the-
said that you
It
don't
ends in a
like
conspiracy. I
half of the population of this world.
I'm not
Well,
saying
not
the
half.
population's evil. I'm saying the ones at the top are.
Joe
Okay, I
Biden's
think-
pretty evil.
Well, no, Joe Biden is just senile, but in the end, he's probably the one who co-signs a lot of bad things that are done. But in the end, one man cannot change the world.
Can't you?
Or
I mean, the US president could absolutely change the world.
yes, but there's a Congress, and if the Congress is against the president, there's not much he can do.
Trump, I think, acted without the Congress for a few decisions, and they couldn't really stop him. So that's pretty scary. That one
Yeah, I
can do
mean-
that.
Like, but Obama tried to do a lot of stuff where he was.
Yeah, Obama was a
stopped.
really good president. One of the last good presidents that America had.
I mean, he was at least very respected by the international realm. But
Yeah,
I mean,
That's-
Obama didn't just do good, okay? So it's
well, he
I
did a lot
mean,
of good. He invented like Obamacare, like a universal healthcare system for America, which was one of the biggest problems America has. He did a lot for like environmental stuff.
Besides from that, some wars.
Yeah, I mean, he continued the war
Wars in
against the
Afghanistan.
Taliban. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, They had invested so many resources that it was pretty difficult to give up now.
You know who's the only president who actually didn't go to war with any country?
Tell
Trump.
me.
Trump is actually the only one who was against fighting all of these countries. He got all the troops back. Like that was one of the key reasons why he was so popular with some people, because he brought the troops back to America, because America first.
I think
But I still
Meanwhile-
don't understand why Biden retreated the troops from Afghanistan. Like, doesn't make any sense. Like, they were just so uncoordinated that they just gave up the whole country.
Yeah, but it was also really scary how fast it was claimed back by the Taliban. The
Yeah,
whole
of
country
course,
fell in
but
just a week.
it was very poorly communicated.
Yeah, of course, but it's like a pretty difficult thing to coordinate that.
It should just say like you are retreating. That's not that difficult.
I mean, yeah, but that wasn't really an option because America always said that they would reform this country, build schools, like make it a better place. So many people have died, like American people have died, in order to
Did they build
protect
any
the country.
schools in Afghanistan?
What?
Did they build any schools in
I
Afghanistan?
think they did a
I'm
lot
not
of
even
good.
sure of
They
this.
tried to establish a government, but I mean, the government part is pretty shady because I think they rigged some elections.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, yep, building schools is mostly the best idea, just because education solves all that
Yeah, I also think so.
corruption problems. Like, I don't know. You just can't bend a population who is educated to your will if you're on the top president, something like that. If you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, of course. And now
Because
girls can't even go to school there, which is
yeah, that's
sad.
just so fucking stupid. Sorry, I said a bad word.
But I think they're trying to go to school again. Like they're protesting a little bit.
Yeah.
They're protesting a little bit and then they're getting shot or like skinned or I don't
Which
know.
is why I'm saying a
Skinned.
little bit. Well, I don't.
What?
I'm not even exaggerating. That's true.
They skin
Actually
people?
them?
Yep.
I thought they just stoned them.
That's scary.
Also, I don't think that stoning them is any better.
No, but I don't know. I mean, the most painful thing you can have is being burned alive. But I think skinning just is. It's so eerie just to think about it. Like you don't die from losing your skin, or at least not immediately, but you're there just suffering all the time, and you know your
You
end
also
is
have
coming.
no chance to ever grow it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just can we switch topic?
Something
Okay,
nicer.
well,
Yeah.
I think we're actually done. We can wrap up.
We're done.
Uh,
Okay.
okay. So PODGAS is over and Nord
It's
Stream
been
1 is
been a
cut
great
and
talk.
Nord Stream 2 is also cut. So there's no more PODGAS coming to Europe.
We've run out of podcasts.
We have to use alternative energy. I'll find something.
Maybe Pod Sun Energy is the next name for the podcast.
Photovoltaic.
Yeah, no. Please, no.
Like, no. Please.
The next podcast will happen in an EV.
Actually, I
Bring
know
your
someone who
microphone
has an
system.
EP, so it's possible.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
we all know him too. It's Friedrich.
then we'll maybe are back next week. Thank you for listening.
I
I
will
hope
be
you
there
enjoyed.
next week. I'll be in Amsterdam.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Okay, then maybe.
I'll be there
in
week
2 weeks'
after.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then the next episode is in 2 weeks. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice week. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.